Hello, this is Brian Purdy with the Florida Aviation Network. We are at NBAA Convention 2022 in Orlando. Today we're visiting with Mr. Greg Davis, the CEO of Eviation Electric Aircraft. Welcome to Florida.
Well, thank you very much. It's great to be here. I'm very excited about NBAA this year and joining. You know, we just completed a panel with the FAA on this new entrance into the aerospace sector. So that was a very enjoyable experience. But let me take you back 3 weeks today. So 3 weeks today, Eviation made aviation history with the first flight of Alice. It's the world's first all-electric commuter aircraft. If you can imagine Dawn Moses Lake, we took the aircraft out and executed a flawless first flight. Our test pilot, Steve Crane, was up for just over 8 minutes, went to 3,500 feet, came back down, landed, of course. It was just a tremendous celebration because we knew we'd made aviation history. You'll actually be able to find the entire live stream online and a really great Eviation video. Just come to our website.
Okay. Yep. Sounds great. And it sounds like your latest success was Global X down in Miami.
That's right. So Global Crossing has just come in with an order for 50 Alice aircraft. We're very excited to bring them on. They're going to take those aircraft and put them to work connecting, Florida and the Caribbean. It's I think an excellent fit. We're really excited to partner with them to enter into service.
So are you working also the infrastructure for being able to charge the aircraft also?
Yeah, so certainly. So with an electric aircraft, the specific ground support equipment that we've got includes charging, right? So we need to be able to charge the aircraft. At Eviation, we're bringing our charging solution. We're going to work with the network of FBOs, and we're also engaging with the government to help drive further advancement into the electric infrastructure, the charging infrastructure, so that we can have greater connectivity of our airport network.
So when you go down to Bahamas, I guess you have to work with that government also.
Certainly, I think there's a real impetus for adoption. So sustainable aviation, electrification of the aviation network, it's well understood that this is a global enterprise, that we need to do it. And a lot of the FBOs that are operating, whether it's in the Bahamas or the US or in Europe, are already ahead of the game in terms of planning their electrification network.
I looked at your website, saw a little bit on the specs of the aircraft. It also mentioned that you basically had a redesign for electric, and I sort of could tell that with the greater wingspan. It's almost like a little bit of a glider capability with the increased lift. Any other changes that you had to come across to make things more efficient to handle electric?
Yeah, it's a clean sheet design, right? So it's designed purposely to be a battery-powered electric airplane. You said it, the wing, of course, it's optimized for the best lift over drag. The entire aircraft is designed to optimize for weight. The batteries, of course, are very heavy, so we need to make up for that with optimizing our structure and other elements of the design of the aircraft. Alice is also the first Part 23 or commuter category fly-by-wire aircraft in the world, right? So we brought that new technology in to help enable the operation of the aircraft as well. And that's just the surface. There's lots of other technology that we've brought on board.
Sounds like great success so far. What are the plans for the future?
Well, we continue to get great interest. We're expanding our sales globally, so we've had interest from all over the world. You'll see more to come in that regard. Right now, we're in the certification phase of our program, so we're working with the FAA on the compliance of the aircraft. We're going to be bringing the aircraft into service, entry into service in 2027. So between now and then, we'll go through the certification test program with our test aircraft. And of course, finalizing the production design and then ultimately building the planes.
Okay, great. Maybe even some new designs with, what would be the name after Alice? Betty? I don't know.
Well, Alice is here to stay. I mean, this aircraft's part of our family.
Yeah. can always have siblings.
In time, yeah. We will be at the show with our aircraft. Of course, we've just flown the aircraft in Moses Lake. Currently, we're actually doing a data review, right? Understanding all of the information that we learned from that first flight, which we find very exciting. And that'll, of course, drive our next steps with that aircraft. Well, let me just take you back to why we're doing this, right? So this is about connecting communities. Electric aviation, regionalizing, affordable, sustainable air travel is actually going to change the way that we live and work, right? So the ability to live in airports that are currently underserviced by commercial aviation, when we bring the cost of operation down with an aircraft like Alice, the kilowatt hour or the energy cost from electrical energy is so much lower than from the equivalent gallon of jet fuel that it's really going to change the economics of this short range travel. So rural communities are going to benefit from it. We're going to be able to see airports that haven't flourished in years all of a sudden become a hub of transportation that's going to enable you and me and our families to travel for work and for business, and also to get those parcels that we want without harming the environment.
And it's going to be quieter, so less complaints about the noise. And then electric motors, a lot less maintenance issues than with internal combustion engines. So it's an environmental and economical success story.
That's right. We say it's about the 3 C's. It's about carbon, cost, and convenience, right? So those 3 things come together, and that's why this product's so special.
Great. Looking forward to seeing it in the air, because it won't hear it in the air.
Well, we'll look forward to having you up sometime.
Thank you very much, Greg, for joining us. This is Brian Purdy with the Florida Aviation Network at the NBAA Convention in Orlando 2022. Have a good day.